Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I have a pretty interesting story for y'all. It involves COVID-19 and a snow leopard. So this story takes place at the San Diego Zoo, and this is July 23rd, so it's about a week ago. Alright, so they say a male snow leopard at the San Diego Zoo is suspected to be positive for SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. On Thursday, July 22nd, wildlife care specialists noticed that the snow leopard had a cough and nasal discharge. Fecal samples collected from the snow leopard and tested at the zoo confirmed the presence of SARS-CoV-2. The results were sent to the California Animal Health and Food Safety Laboratory System for further testing, and those results were also positive. All positive tests for SARS-CoV-2 are required to be sent to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, National Veterinary Services Laboratories, where the results are still pending. They say that the snow leopard appears to be doing well and is showing no additional symptoms other than the cough and runny nose. He shares his habitat with the female snow leopard and two Amur leopards. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance veterinarians assume these three individuals have also been exposed. They are currently being quarantined in their habitat and they're being monitored closely. Okay. They go on to say that it is not yet known how the male snow leopard acquired this infection. San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has always had biosecurity protocols in place and adopted heightened protocols around wildlife at the onset of the pandemic last year. The San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Zoo Safari Park's biosecurity practices include the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, cleaning and disinfection protocols, quarantine procedures for new arrivals, and preventative medicine practices such as vaccination. All employees are provided with N95 face masks, and employees are not vaccinated are required to wear masks and practice health and safety protocols at all times. Despite these protocols, transmissions of COVID-19 virus has occurred, and this highlights the challenges we face together in combating this highly contagious virus, said Dwight Scott, Executive Director, San Diego Zoo. So this just is interesting because first, I have never heard of animals getting COVID-19, which begs the question, can other animals get it? And they sort of answered this question of mine because they said in January, the gorilla troop at the safari park contracted SARS-CoV-2 from an asymptomatic wildlife care specialist. The troop has fully recovered. So we know that apes can get COVID-19, but humans are apes too, so that, kind of stands to reason. But what's peculiar is that snow leopards, who are cats, got it too, and that's interesting to me because it begs the question: can dogs get it? Which means, and if so, how harmful is it to them? So I have a dog, two dogs actually. So could my dogs get COVID-19 if they were to catch it? And if they did, would they be in serious risk of death from it, or would they have any health complications? Of course, that also depends on, other aggravating factors, but luckily my dogs are both healthy, so I shouldn't have to worry about that point. But again, it is peculiar, to say the least, that COVID-19 can spread between species. That's pretty interesting and concerning, to say the least. And it makes me wonder how well it transmits between species. Is it as easy as human to human, or is it more difficult? Which brings me back to the beginning of the story, is how did the snow leopard get this disease? And in my opinion, there's one of two possibilities, or significant possibilities. So one, just like the gorilla troop, is they were infected by one of the staff members, right? The second possibility, and this is the one I would like to believe, is one of the guests at the San Diego Zoo somehow climbed into the enclosure with the snow leopard and the Amur leopards too, and somehow either coughed or sneezed and infected the leopard that way. I feel like that's probably unlikely. Very unlikely, almost impossible even. But just in my mind, I would like to imagine that happened, and somehow he got in and out without being hurt or seen. Just like a ninja in the night, just snuck in, rappelled off of the roof, and just coughed on him and then got out, just like that. But that's all the information they're giving out now. They're still monitoring them, and they seem to be healthy, thankfully. And I just hope there not any significant complications, because I tend to like animals and I don't want them to die. So I hope they make a full recovery. But with that being said, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.